Welcome back. One of the great new things about Tesla is that they are doing quicker software updates to FSD now. I received version 12.3.2.1 just a few days ago as my entry into FSD 12, and today I'm quickly upgraded to 12.3.3. This gives me the opportunity to measure the differences between versions. To start off today's test, I'm going to have FSD get me out of this busy parking lot. As you can see, there's a stop sign here. We've got some pedestrians and we've got some vehicles coming from the right and straight ahead. Let's see how FSD manages all of that. Staying still, not creeping forward, letting those pedestrians pass. Moving forward a little bit. That vehicle passes safely, but you can see we have another vehicle here creeping out. FSD is going to stop for that individual and now proceeds through confidently. Good job with that. And we're going to be turning right here to get out. All right, looking to the left. Doesn't look too busy. There are some vehicles there. I've got a vehicle that's now creeping up from behind. All right, FSD is being a little bit cautious. I was expecting it to go a little bit faster. Well, you can see I just got honked there. And just look at the screen. You can see this individual is trying to get around me now. FSD sees its opening, turns right. Let's look at the acceleration. And it has to do a big acceleration right now because it has to get through this light. As you can see, the light turned red while I was still going through the intersection. So FSD took its time there, but then when it accelerated, it gunned it through that light there. So something I'm noting as a little bit of a difference from the previous version, where it was a little bit more assertive from the start. Okay, we're going to be staying in the right lane as our next turn coming up is going to be a right turn. Acceleration is nice and refined. We got vehicles around us here, so no need for FSD to accelerate any quicker than it needs to. Good distance management, keeping me nice and centered in the lane. Slowing down gradually, nothing harsh there. You see the right lane is about to open up. FSD is going to have to get me into that right lane. Alright, moving forward, hasn't signaled yet. It's been doing a good job with advanced signaling. Let's see when that kicks in. And right on cue, gets me in. Alright, gradually slowing down a little bit, not much. Doing the turn, nice and refined. Excellent job with that. Looking at the acceleration, it's picking up, but it's not going too fast. Again, this street is 50, so it has me going accelerating up to 51. And it's doing a good job. It's seeing that there's cars on the right, there's oncoming traffic, there's vehicles in front of us. There's no reason to go any faster than that. And now that it's cleared up a little bit, you can see it's moved up to 55, 56. I really love this adaptive speed control. I think it does a great job with that. It's keeping me comfortably in the right lane. Now it has me up to 59 in a 50 zone there. So I would say that's on the upper end of that for the adaptive speed control. But it has me going at the flow of traffic, which was one of the goals of the adaptive speed control. So great to see that. The vehicle pulling out in front of me. FSD slows down. Some vehicles on the right, keeping it slow at 45. Great. And now comfortably slowing down. So far the adaptive speed control in this drive has been amazing. Yeah, FSD is going to have to get me into the left lane. You can see on the map, it's just not yet that I'm going to have to do my left turn, but it's going to have to get into the left lane. And really the best part of these, at least I think one of the best parts of version 12 is how assertive and proactive it is with the lane changes there. I can't emphasize how dangerous sometimes it got on previous versions when it would wait until the last second to make lane changes and signaling, confusing drivers around you. None of that so far I've seen on version 12. So let's see if that stays that way. Okay, moving ahead, you see the vehicles there stopping on the left side, and as soon as it passes those vehicles in the left lane, it puts me into that lane well in advance. You can see the turn up ahead. So that was great. I love that. That's exactly what I would do. Again, traffic lightened up a little bit, has it up to 59. Going around a slight bend there. Nothing concerning, keeping the speed going. Nice and smooth. No need to get out of this lane with the left turn coming up. Alright, and the lights turning red. So we have a nice gradual stop there. Good job. All right, let's see what the acceleration's like when we get the green light here. You can see it's accelerating. Oh, there's good acceleration there, but it's not going as fast as I saw on 12.3.2.1. I mean, it was good, but maybe I was just used to that real fast. I wouldn't call it ludicrous speed, but the previous version really had fast acceleration, something I was getting used to. This one seems like it's a little bit dialed back, but it's not sluggish at all. Let's see how it does this left turn, though. We'll see how smooth the left turn is, which is another great enhancement of version 12 of FSD. If you look at the steering wheel, there's no more shaking back and forth. All right, we're doing the turn. Look how smooth the wheel turn is. Good. All right, now let's check out the acceleration. And it's picking up, but it's more gradual than before. This is a 60 road. It has me up to 71. It wasn't sluggish at all, but it is scaled back a little bit. So I would say that the acceleration on 12.3.3 is a little bit more refined. Good job with that. Again, we have empty roads in front of us right now, so we will be on the higher side of the adaptive speed control. Again, it's a 60 road, but we're going 72. FSD doesn't seem to have any need to push me into the right lane. I do have a right turn that will be coming up, but that's still a couple major intersections away. All right, here's the acceleration again, nice and refined. Let's see how much over the speed limit it goes. We're at 65, going at the flow of traffic, nice and smooth. Up to 71, 72. Let's see if it goes any higher than that. Hopefully it doesn't go too high. Otherwise that might put you in jeopardy of getting caught speeding, but down to 70. This is doing a good job with that. I had some comments on our previous videos that people thought I was skipping ahead in my videos because I was hiding some poor behavior from FSD. Really, the reason why I was doing it is because FSD was doing such a great job and it was such a smooth drive. I almost thought it was boring, so I would skip ahead. So I'll show a little bit more of the drive now so you can enjoy the assertiveness and the smoothness of FSD. Again, off we go. You'll notice on my screen I've got a lot of bad weather alerts. It snowed earlier today. However, as I speed up the camera here, I've been getting way too many alerts on this drive for poor weather. As you can see, it's not really raining anymore. There's definitely no snow on the ground. And I don't know if this is something to do with the wipers. I've actually ordered some new wipers. I've had this vehicle for about a year, so I'm replacing the wipers now. You can see FSD is doing a great job there. So it's putting me into the right lane, which is good because I'm going to be doing a right turn up ahead, and it's doing it so well in advance when there's lots of space between me and the vehicles in front of me and behind me. So that was good to see. Okay, managing the speed nicely. Again, going at the flow of traffic because I'm going to be doing a right turn soon. I'm in the right lane. It doesn't need me going 70 anymore. It's keeping me at a reasonable speed with that distance of that car in front of me. I'm driving in average mode right now. Nice gradual braking. We are going to be turning right here, and we're going to be going into that subdivision that has a few roundabouts. I'm going to be testing 3 roundabouts in that subdivision just to see if we get the continued excellent roundabout behavior that we've been enjoying since FSD moved up to version 12. Doing the right turn here, nice and smooth and gradual. Well, look at that guy speeding. Check out the acceleration here. All right, a little bit more pronounced on the acceleration there. That was good. Again, most likely because this road is 70, so it's gonna get up to 70 quickly. Now it's back down to 69, keeping good traffic flow and distance behind the vehicle in front. And we're gonna be turning right soon. FSD managed this right turn very well on my last drive. Let's see if it continues to do so on 12.3.3. All right. Great advanced signaling again. So on previous versions of FSD, it would start signaling right about now, just to show you the difference between before and now. All right, we've got a green light here. FSD is going to ease into this right turn. Nothing too jarring. Excellent. Speed is good. Picking back up. Speed here is 40. Has me up to about 48, 49. Now let's see how it handles this roundabout. You can see a car is going through the roundabout right now, or actually we have 3 vehicles going through it. FSD slows down to about 30, but going through nicely. 28, 27. Very smooth. Very gentle through the roundabout. Again, you don't want to be swerving left and right and swinging out of your seat, so that was a great job. So yeah, another big thumbs up on that roundabout. Now we're getting to the end of the initial drive here. And one of the other changes now is that when FSD sees you coming to the end of the scheduled route, what it will do is it just won't stop. It'll actually signal you and get you off to the side of the road. So let's watch that right now. And there you go. We get to the end of our road here, drive here, and FSD signals us. Fantastic job. Okay, let's try out the next roundabout. Alright, moving forward with this roundabout. There go my wipers again. That's going to be the bane of my existence, is these wipers with Tesla and FSD. They really need to fix that. That, or I need to fix my wipers, but they're actually driving me crazy with that. I'm sure it's driving most people crazy. That's usually the #1 complaint people have with Teslas. Honestly, it's the wipers. They really need to fix that. But that's another video. And I'm going to try to turn those off right now because they're really annoying me. Then what happens is when I turn it off, I'll start getting those weather alerts probably. Or poor weather conditions. FSD is doing a really good job here though. This winding road, as you can see, the speed is 40. The speed limit, it has me going about 49, 50. Very nice and comfortable. And I can notice this over previous versions like version 11. This drive is a little bit smooth, more smooth, I would say, definitely. And I think it's just how it handles the speed on it. It's the adaptive speed control is so much better now that it really makes it feel like you're driving it yourself. It's doing a great job. As you can see, we've got a roundabout coming up. That roundabout up ahead, I'm just going to be turning right on it. And then I'm going to be doing a 3/4 roundabout after that. I want to try all different flavors of roundabouts. Nice and smooth here. Alright, getting up to a stop sign. We have a bus up ahead. Let's see if it goes ahead of the bus here. No, it's staying. It's actually waiting for the bus to go first. And now FSD sees that it's clear and it's going to go. I would think that, you know, it should be assertive enough that once it stops, even if there's oncoming traffic, it should be able to proceed. I don't know if because the bus is blocking something behind it, it's being a little bit more cautious. But I'd like to see it be a little bit more assertive there. So yeah, I feel 1233 is just a little bit dialed back on some of the assertiveness. Okay, we're going to come to the roundabout. We're just going to be turning right here, looking the speed, getting us down to about 23, turning right, nice and smooth. Okay, good job with that. All right, let's set this up for the third roundabout now. Okay, off we go on the third roundabout. We're gonna have to get of this construction vehicle. This is a new subdivision there, so some of the navigations on the street are still a little bit off, and you'll see in just a couple of minutes how off it is. All right, we've got the roundabout coming up. This time we're going to be getting off at the third exit. All right, comfortably past the first exit, second exit, and going to the third exit. Let's see the acceleration coming out of it. Doesn't need to gun it really because it's really a subdivision. Good job, nice and smooth, fantastic. Roundabouts are conquered finally. Okay, we're going to turn around here. We're going to try to do that roundabout from the other direction now just to make sure. Alright, this is where we're going to see some of the quirky behavior. I don't know if it's the subdivision or just FSD here. We're just going to get out of this roundabout. We're just simply turning right. Now, our next roundabout is straight ahead. A couple of streets straight ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera here. just to kind of show you what I'm looking at. See, look there, I really just need to drive straight to get to that roundabout, but for some reason FSD has me routed to go right and then turn left and then turn left to approach that roundabout. I'm just going to let it go with what it's showing here, but it makes no sense whatsoever. So maybe it's just a unique quirk in this subdivision, but something I wanted to bring out anyways. Let's go through it and see what happens. All right, following it, we're going to be going right, and then we're going to be turning left. Now this is when things get really interesting. Again, if we just went straight, we'd probably be at the roundabout already. All right, turning left here, and oh, look what we have. We have a dead end here. So now that we have a dead end, I'm just going to see what FSD does with that. It's not going to turn around and go back, but it's just going to go right. It's going to get out. Now let's see if it decides to reroute us through the proper straight road to the roundabout. I have a feeling that it's not going to do it. It's just going to follow this. Let's see if it just keeps looping. All right, turning right there. All right, if it turns right again here, you know it's basically caught in the loop. And there you go, turning right. So yeah, so that's a bit of a bug there, at least at this location. It's not doing a good job with that, so it's going to have to turn right. It's probably going to keep me going in an endless loop, so I'm going to have to cancel out of that. But let's get through it first. Alright, turning right again. Let's see if it's going to send us back into the loop, and it is, so I'm going to just cancel that. Yeah, no thanks. I want to get on with my day. So I'm going to manually turn right here and wait for the navigation to fix the route. And then we'll go through that roundabout again. Alright, let's look at the map, see what it is. Alright, now it's fixed it. I'm going to activate the FSD. Now let's see how it handles this. Again, we're going to be going through the third exit this time. Slowing down, looking at that vehicle go by. No cars on the left and right. Speed is good. Nice 21, 20, staying steady. And going through the roundabout. I guess I could keep testing this, but I'm pretty confident it would do well every time. Again, I'm going to have to test it out with different scenarios with lots of vehicles, but so far it's pretty stellar. Now we're going to be going through the first roundabout just to make sure everything is good. I'm sure it's going to work again. And again, look at the management here, staying nice in the middle of the lane, nice and comfortable. Has me going 53, a little bit slower than before. We have some oncoming vehicles here. Oh, you can see it slowed down there. It sensed that individual getting out of his car, got me down to 38. I have no issues with that. That's fine. Nice and safe and cautious, but it didn't abruptly brake or anything, so that was good. Alright, now it has me down to 40, 41. We're going to be getting close to the roundabout, so no need to go any faster than that. Alright, let's go through the roundabout here. Again, brings me down this time to about 26, 25, 24, 23. A little bit faster than the other roundabouts, but good job. Accelerating out of it nicely. Great job. I don't think I'll have to test roundabouts for a bit, but I always appreciate just to see how much progress FSD has made since version 11. Alright, you have vehicles turning left and going straight. FSD's not pushing the car too hard through, but once it senses that the bus is ready to pass, it starts to turning behavior. Good job there, and we'll check the acceleration again. And yeah, it's a reasonable acceleration. You know, Teslas are capable of just phenomenal acceleration. So when you actually have just a gradual acceleration, you almost feel sometimes like it's going too slow. But no, it did a good job there. Again, a little bit dialed back, I think, from 12, 3, 2, 1. This street again is 70, has me going 70, 72. When we go through the intersection though, I'm going to keep an eye on to see if it's going to decelerate. I've noticed when it goes through a couple of intersections, sometimes it's a little bit more cautious and dials back the speed a few kilometers an hour. Let's see what happens here. We're at 73 and go through the intersection. Yeah, and you see it went 68. Now there was no car that was going to be turning in front of me, and I actually did notice that from 73 to 68. I wouldn't say it was jarring or anything, but I did notice it, that it kind of made me a little bit cautious when I went through it, or I felt a little bit of adrenaline because I could feel enough of a speed deceleration there. So something that they might have to continue to refine. I am just going to speed up the camera here because, again, nothing exciting going on here, just some fantastic automated driving from FSD. We're going to be getting to the end of our drive here. We're going to test out this left turn. Again, one of the enhancements of FSD is now it gets into the left turn lane so much better and quickly. And as you can see right now, it's going over a solid line. Now, it didn't really need to because there's enough space. There's no vehicle behind me that it could have done it over the dotted line, but it's trying to make sure it does a gradual move into the left lane, and I'm okay with that. I would have done probably the exact same. Good job. And we're going to check how smooth this left turn is. See if you get an advanced green there. Again, these weather alerts are going off non-stop, just driving me absolutely bananas today. Alright, here comes the turn. Good job with that. And now let's check out the acceleration. 38. Yep. Yeah, pretty gentle acceleration again. I'm going to be turning right soon, but nothing too bad there. So yeah, overall, I think the drive today was again just a continuation of what I saw in 12.321. I feel like it's even a little bit more refined, if scaled back a little bit. One of the things that it probably needs to do is be a little bit more assertive when it was going out of that parking lot. But overall, I thought it was very smooth and refined on the drive there. So again, I look forward to seeing future versions, and hopefully they're numerous. And to sort of just note some of the improvements there. Now that we're working off a neural network, it's going to be slight improvements probably coming out every few weeks or so. At least I would hope so. I want to thank you for joining me on this drive. Again, 12.3.3 is some fantastic technology, and if you have the opportunity to test it out, feel free to leave your comments below. I love to hear how everyone else is enjoying these new versions. And if you are interested in autonomous driving and FSD in general, I hope you're learning something from these videos. So if you have any questions, again, feel free to leave those below. I'm happy to answer those. You all drive safe now, and I'll see you on the roads.